Yo, 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 good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Power Plays Palace. Man, what a day we had yesterday. The market. Like sometimes your rules can get you, make you miss a trade. And I'm going to show y'all that in the market yesterday. So let's get right down to it. All right. So this is the chart from yesterday. We was looking for an entry on the long between 690, 70, and 691.10 with a stop below 689.80. With our targets 692.20, 693.60, 694.20. And y'all know we trading the spy, man. Um, for puts, we were looking for an entry between 689.80, 690.50 on the stall on the push up. Stop above 691.30. Target 680, 860, 687, and 686.10. And this is why I say sometimes your rules make you miss a trade. So let's go over here and look. That's the pre-market chart for SPY today. So let's go over here yesterday. All right. So as you can see, when SPY opened yesterday, the market opened up. I don't trade usually the first 15 minutes, and I'm telling you, these last few weeks, they're really testing this discipline. But on the 5 minute chart, you can see these first three candles, man, from 689, 690. This first candle, when it opened up at 689.58, it ran all the way up to 691.23. And so, if you're looking at the chart, already based on that, you ready to jump in. Of course, I don't trade the first 15. That's why I say your rules can make you miss a trade sometime. All right, so you saw that. We got up here. First 15 minutes, these first three candles, so we already here. I see this trend line right here. See a little bit of the light. The candle got smaller. It broke through that, ran all the way up to 693. Then it came back in base. Now, if you trade this like, and you looking at it for what it is, looking at all this going on, this would probably be the candle that you'll be waiting on to get in if you didn't trade the first 15. But based on my trading rules, that only leave me a small window to trade in. And so that's where you end up at, where I say the first 15. The people who played this right from the beginning, who were confident that this was going up, you can see right here is some indecision. And then you see it go ahead and break through. Some people enter probably right here. They see this big old strong candle, how strong it closed. And the next one starting here, that's a good entry. But I try to stay out of the first 15, establish a range, and then, but it was already there. So, but it kept going, and it ran all the way up to 696.93, which was a beautiful move. So even if you missed this part, depending on how you trade, me, I'm here to here to my next line, just keeping it real. And then some people roll it all the way up. You had an opportunity for a pullback here. You got 696. And it kind of stayed around up there for most of the rest of the day. And it got one slight pullback, but you see this big green trend line here. So, uh, man, sometimes not taking that chance can be risk. You can hear it in my voice probably, but that was a great opportunity if you'd have played it all the way up. But still could have got in here and rolled it up for another $3 or $4. So you had a good move. So that was the spy yesterday, and so it stayed up around that area, and then now over here in the pre-market, you can see that it's still pushing up. Like I told y'all, I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. Um, our fearless leader of our group who started this Discord Power Plays, he's projecting 700 before we see anything major pullback. And I tend to agree because we got some pullbacks, some resistance, and since these are all-time high areas, so it's going to be some consolidation, and depending on which chart you're looking at. Like I'm looking at the 5 minute chart. right now. If I switch over to the 15-minute chart, you see it looks a little different. It's a lot less candles, but you can see that this thing is still in a nice uptrend, real strong, in my opinion. We'll get to 700. I'm stretching out the chart. You see all these areas here. This is all in the 684 to 698 range. So it's building up some back data for later on as the market starts to move in this area more freely. All these things are coming to play if you understand what back testing is. But for today, this is where we're sitting at. So let's get down to it and what we're looking at for today. All right. Boom, there's our chart for today. So if SPY breaks and holds below the 697.52 pre-market high out right now, I'm looking for the long breakout. Entry 697.60 to 697.95. My stop going below 697.10. And my upside target is 698.90, 700.20, which is $700.20. And then you got 702. And I'm looking at some volume today, Tuesday. It's gonna be probably some more volume in the market today, and we'll see what happens. But if SPY pushes into that 697.30, 697.60 install, I'm watching for rejection. Short stock goes above 698.20. Downside target 696.60, 695.80, and 694.60. And that's if the trend doesn't work the way you want it to work. And it's pushing down because we got them bulls. The bulls always, they regressive. They want to see everything go up. But if it doesn't go up and you feel like you're a bull, don't trade with no bias. And, play the other side of it. Y'all bulls, bears the same way. They all stubborn. So, but that's the plan for today. I'll be waiting for a strong close on the 5-minute. After the first 15 minutes, I do not chase the first candle. I don't know. I got burned like that a lot over the last few years, chasing that first candle. Because that first candle can be a paper tiger. You can look that way and then boom, it goes straight the other way. And so check your levels. And as you're getting into these contracts, if you buy calls and puts, understand that it's important to take your profit, man. If you see profit, 20-30% is a good trade. No matter what you're trading, you're looking at the percentage, and then it'll make you start being more disciplined, and you can always add to how much you trade. But man, stick to your plan, stay disciplined, and do not run out there blind, and then make your trade safe, man. And that's our trade plan for today with the SPY. If we're gonna be bullish above 697.52 and bearish below 696.05, and if you're in that chop zone, be careful. And like I said, trade with your emotions is not financial news. But if anything I said in this video helped you become a better trader, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, man. And if you want to trade with us, come over to Power Plays and enjoy the ride. We have a good time in there, and you can trade with us. We ask questions, you want to learn anything, and we'll help you based on what we know. Like I said, we're not the experts, but we do try to be helpful to each other and grow. So Power Plays Palace is where we at today. But if you want to trade with us, come over to Power Plays and enjoy us. And then let's have a good day. But get out there, get your trading in, do your thing, man. Have a good day.